Imagine a man who mastered math, music, medicine, and metaphysics, all before the Renaissance even began. A man who translated Greek wisdom into Arabic thought and laid the groundwork for centuries of science and philosophy. That man was Al-Kindi, often called the father of Arab philosophy. And today, we rediscover the genius who shaped both Islamic and Western intellectual history. Al-Kindi was born around the year 801 in Kufa, in present-day Iraq. He lived during the Islamic Golden Age, a period when the Abbasid Caliphate was thriving with knowledge, innovation, and intellectual exchange. He was invited to Beit al-Hikmah, the famous House of Wisdom in Baghdad, a library, translation center, and research institute all in one. There, Al-Kindi became one of the most brilliant minds of his time, and one of the earliest to merge Greek philosophy with Islamic thought. Al-Kindi didn't just stick to one field, he worked across many, including philosophy, where he introduced Plato and Aristotle to the Arabic-speaking world mathematics, including number theory and Indian numerals astronomy, predicting planetary motion and timekeeping music theory, exploring the link between sound, physics, and healing medicine, especially using logic to organize treatments. Optics, one of the earliest to write about light and vision. And even cryptography, writing early works on encoding messages. He believed in reason, logic, and that philosophy could harmonize with religious belief. For Al-Kindi, science and faith weren't enemies. They were tools to understand the universe. Al-Kindi wrote over 270 books. Unfortunately, many are lost, but what survives is remarkable. Some of his most important works include On First Philosophy, merging metaphysics and Islamic theology; on the use of Indian numerals, which helped popularize what we now call Arabic numbers de gradibus, a medical text attempting to mathematically measure the strength of drugs; on the nature of things that cannot be infinite, one of the earliest critiques of actual infinity; on the causes of celestial phenomena, bridging astronomy and metaphysics. And in music, he analyzed how sound frequencies affect the soul, centuries before modern music therapy. Al-Kindi was a true polymath, the kind we rarely see today. In the modern world, we specialize. You're a physicist or a doctor or a coder. But Al-Kindi moved between worlds, asking how math could explain sound, how philosophy could support science, how astronomy could inform faith. Today, we talk about interdisciplinary thinking. But Al-Kindi lived it, over 1,000 years ago. And his push to translate knowledge, to learn from others, even enemies or different cultures, is a lesson we still need. He didn't reject Greek thought because it was foreign. He embraced it, built on it, and passed it on to the next generation, which included thinkers like Al-Farabi, Avicenna, and eventually even Thomas Aquinas. In a time of growing divisions, Al-Kindi reminds us, wisdom is universal. We often celebrate the Enlightenment as the beginning of reason. But thinkers like Al-Kindi were doing the groundwork centuries earlier. He wasn't just preserving Greek knowledge, he was transforming it. His curiosity, open-mindedness, and trust in logic are timeless. In a world flooded with misinformation, Al-Kindi's dedication to clarity, reason, and truth feels more needed than ever. Al-Kindi may have lived in the 9th century, but his mind belonged to all centuries. Philosopher, scientist, musician, mathematician. He built a bridge between cultures, between disciplines, and between belief and reason. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through history and science, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.